I'm a Jim guy.
There you go.
I love Big Jim
It's
Harbaugh.
easy to get on Kyle.
Um, Kyle is incredibly technical, a great play designer, um, but he's a little too friendly with the help, as we say in the
Yeah.
snob land. He's a big player coach. You know, he'll go down to Cabo with the guys, and hey man, he'll steer a game plan for him. Like Debo's was his boy. He's like, man, I'm gonna get you the ball. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Big Jim is what I came up on.
Mhm.
Coach is coach. This is Big Daddy's parent, and you're the child. Remember that now. And Big Jim is he's a leader of men. He really uh, approaches it with a a, a, a warlike savvy. I'm trying to be real political correct, but the long and short of it is Big Jim is all about the team and coaching, and Kyle is the same too, but Kyle will get stuck in I I want to do it my way, and I don't care what the game plan presents. I don't care what everybody's saying I should do.
David.
This is my game plan. This is how I'm going to do it. And Jim he's an adjuster. He's an amoeba. He's going to make adjustments. He'll say, well, looks like that old 55 over there is having a bit of a game. Let's run it away from him today. Looks like George Kittle is cooking today. He's national tight end day. Let's throw him that daggone thing about 13, 14 times. Can we? you know and both are effective. Obviously, they've been successful in the National Football League. They have great winning percentages when they're up and healthy, but it's just your kind of your preferred cup of tea, I'll say. And with the newer player, with the newer mindset, the AAU guys, I call them,
Mm-hmm.
uh, they tend to like, you know, Kyle being, hey, Kyle, can we lay back this week? Can we chill a little bit? Yeah, man, don't sweat that. Don't I got it. I got it. I'll protect you. It's all good. Jim, hail to the now. I want everybody out there. I want you in the uniform I said, and I want you doing what the hell I told you to do. And I like that. I'm a veteran. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy
That's
Veteran
kind
Day,
of
brother. Thank you for
that's
your
kind of
service.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
that's kind of how we do it. It's worked real good for a long time. Um, but I love both of them, man. Kyle is ours, as well as Big Jim will always be ours. Uh, uh, Jim just has had success at every step he's gone through, whether it's San Diego State, whether it's Stanford, whether it's up in Michigan. He's come back here. It's looking okay. He's getting the Chargers right. I expected a little bit more dominance, but he's caught some big injuries there with Big Joe Alt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Jim
O line.
loves the offensive line.
Yeah. His O line got hit hard.
Jim says there's nothing more important than that offensive line, because they're the only unit that doesn't depend on anybody. Kyle is a little bit newer and innovative, and he says, well, if we can get special weapons guys, the offensive line doesn't have to be so good. Maybe you can take lesser players and coach them up and stuff. And I had some film on Jake Brendel, man. Here, I don't know. He was out there playing dodgeball with linebackers and stuff, letting them make decisions. He was, you're supposed to go and block him, Jake. And he was like looking at Landman, and he said, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" And Landman just looked at him and and went and made the tackle, and it was a tackle for loss. And I say, there's Jake, man, Jake from State Farm.
Jake being Jake.
Jake being Jake. There he is. I like Hennessy. Not the drink, ladies and gentlemen, but
He like that drink too.
but the center. But the center. But
Yeah.
hey, we'll get it right. And it'll come on over. How you doing, Jess? Because
I
I know
am
you
doing.
love yourself some George Kittle. And when they call that penalty on him,
Yeah, I
all
was like,
49ers hurt, but I know Jess had
If you heard screaming in the air, that was Jess.
that was her. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
What
I
the
was.
fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I was literally like yelling at the TV because it's like he was set. He like you just don't get any more set than that.
It's clear as day.
And they called it, and he even had like a smirk on his face. Like I forget the ref's name, but like when he was like calling it, like some of the calls, I'm like, wow, really? Like,
Yeah.
who is this guy?
And even the commentator said, no, in live action, usually they cover their own. They like,
Yeah.
but the commentator said, yeah, he blew that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was
That's how clear it was. Like Fox couldn't even clear it up.
Yeah,
like
they
cover it
couldn't.
up. I mean, it was like, oh yeah,
You got it.
they messed up on that.
This is bad. Yeah, you got
So
it.
Bebop says McKivitz owes the Niners some money back.
I
I don't know. I think he's doing pretty well.
McKivitz has been, guys, we're not going to get a Trent Williams Jr. On the other side. But as far as to NFL standards, I think he's been
right
decent. I've seen a steady progression last year, and he's not horrible, and he's not really bad, and he gives maximum effort. Last week, not this past game against the Rams, but last week, man, he was messing around with Daniil Hunter, and I forgot the other kid's name, and they were just superior athletes. It's and I think he only had a sack on him, or a couple pressures, but he was just way better than McKivitz, and we probably should have schemed up more of what we call Chicago or Chico routes, that as Christian McCaffrey or Juszczyk exits the backfield, just give a little chip.
Just give him a chip
to help him out, and then get to your flat or your out and up or your Oklahoma, your Texas.
Yeah.
But that it was bad last week.
Colton is a good player. We all know his Achilles heel, though, are those athletic, quick defensive ends.
As well as the end. That's why the NFL pays those guys that money.
Exactly. That's why
they're good guys.
Pterodome, the people you mentioned, the Daniil Hunters, the Brian Burnses, like those types. And teams know it. The film is out there. If you look back at those games, they're lining them out wide. So they could get that speed rush, because they know going. Colton, that's his Achilles heel.
They got rip moves. You know the deal, Ty.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why, Pterodome, I agree with you 100%. When we're in those situations, right? I'm like, oh, chip right. Whatever the call is, we're gonna help him out so he can have extra second to help.
Yes,
and we could get this playoff.
Give him that little forearm shiver, something
on the way out.
Chicken wing him, and then go to your round. I'm gonna need a little help on this.
Ty, you mentioned Brian Burns. He should be a 49er. And I'll continue to say that.
Calling for that.
I've said it. I've said it like 2 years ago. I've been calling it since like forever.
And Daniil Hunter was my crush too. I know exactly how you feel. Yeah, Brian, I'm down here in North Carolina, Fort Bragg, and he's right up the road, man. Brian Burns he's got those long arms like Alden Smith used to have, and he's just cut, and they just so special. You just want those on your team, but we kind of stayed pat and didn't make a move. So Okay.
Are you okay with that, or did you expect them to make a move?
I absolutely hated that. I don't. I'm always trying to win. You got these folks who say, "Yeah, we got to get ready for 2026 and 2027," and I'm like, "What the hell are y'all talking about, man? We what were we 6-3?
We were 5. I think we were 5-3. Yeah,
5-3, man. In top place on the NFC West. I know some people have gone down. Even our quarterback's gone down. But dude, these opportunities, I don't get ready for 2026 until the end of the season. I don't care about 2026. You don't know the run you can get on. If you get into the playoffs and you're healthy and your heart and you're hot and you're hardy, man, it's a whole new season. They can catch a couple of injuries, and then there's no clear, distinct winner. There's no world beater in the NFC. So just be that hot team and win. Don't worry about 2026. What are you talking about? You don't need what? You don't know who you're gonna draft. You don't know what place you're gonna be in the draft. You're not gonna get a lineman because you never do. You'll probably get another janky receiver who gets hurt all the time. Just give up the pick and get me a guy who gets a quarterback on the ground. Give me that marquee guy. Even if he doesn't do it, he just scares everybody and say, "Hey, he had 17 sacks last year and the year before." I just want him to get off the bus and scare people.
Leon says, "I was disappointed but not mad. I'll be mad if they don't sign any free agents or poach anybody, though." I was disappointed too. Yeah. But then after thinking about it, it's like I said earlier, you lose Nick Bosa, you lose Fred Warner, you lose Michael Williams. I mean,
maybe
that one player bringing him over. I mean, right away people are like, "Oh, let's," like you said, "let's move on to 2026." And I'm like, wait a minute.
I hate doing that.
We're still in this thing.
Forfeit the game so we won't hurt anybody else. I don't. I'm not geared to do that.
Nah.
I'm a cavalry soldier.
We built differently.
We fight until you can't fight no more.
Yeah.
I'm using all the rounds in this chamber. I'm going after it. And maybe that's just me.
I mean, just because we didn't make a move at the trade deadline, which I think if we traded for Keon White at the trade deadline, I don't think anybody would be talking about
it. Exactly.
Maybe so. I like Keon too.
Yeah. And that was the thing, I related to school. I had this conversation. I was relating it to school. If you have an assignment due on Friday and you hand it in Wednesday, if your teacher looks at you on Friday and say, "Hey, you missed the deadline," you would look at your teacher like they're crazy. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Hand it in. It's done.
There it is.
John Lynch took care of his assignment early. He didn't wait till Tuesday at 4 p.m. He said, "Nah, I see a guy I want now. I see a free agent that's out there now. Come on over."
Okay.
Don't wait. Get this done now.
I wanted that guy up in Cincinnati, man. I just him. I got a feeling he's like a eaglet in a chicken coop. And he just wants to get out of there and get to a winner and a real defense with a real defensive coordinator, kind of like how Randy Moss was when he was with the Raiders that year. Just get me out of here, man. He went to Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Y'all just get me over there. I'm gonna show y'all. I know it looked this way because I'm out here with these idiots, but it's hard getting good background dancers. Just let me get to y'all stage. But yeah, you're right. I mean, economically, hey, Keon White, and he's a North Carolina kid. He went to Old Dominion and Georgia Tech.
He did? I didn't even know that. Okay.
And, he's good. He's got some athletic, skills. He's good.
All right, before we get out of here, Taradone, what's your game plan for the Niners to beat the Cardinals on Sunday?
I haven't broken down the film all the way, but it's looking at my other Cardinals things. We don't have to worry about the necessary movement and mobility of Kyler Murray, but we do have a drop back passer in Jacoby Brissett, who's already got 1,118 yards.
He's slinging it
in 6 games played.
Don't sleep on Jacoby.
Yeah. He's throwing that thing around. He's at 60.9%. And his main targets are, looking at this, I cut it off. I'm sorry. I know it's McBride. It's Bride. We got to really be on their tight end. And then he's going to move on over to Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, he's out.
He's out.
Look at God right there. Okay. Yeah. We limited stuff. They got rushers they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 guys that ran the ball over 25 times, got more than 25 carries. Amari DeMarcado, Trey Benson, Bam Knight. I got to look at this guy. Who's Bam Knight? It sounds cool.
He got a good football name, right?
Yeah. I got to look at him on film a little bit. I know Connor's out, and I just want to check out their running styles and their blocking. Are they a stretch team? Are they a power team? Do they use duo, things of that nature? But I think this is definitely winnable. But I know how the Cardinals play us. They're pretty.
Yeah.
If they don't get up for one game a year, they're gonna be up for them San Francisco 49ers. They'll be trashed the rest of the year, but they'll be like, oh, remember we beat the San Francisco 49ers. So we got to go in there heavy, man, and really take a win and not just try to receive a win. Amen.
Yeah, I think offensively, I think we need to run the ball.
Okay.
And I know if Dina were on the show tonight, she would say run the ball.
And that's
our thing. Yep.
But we need to run it with both Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson Jr.
I like that.
Indeed. Yes,
I like that.
I know Brian Robinson Jr. said today that pretty much I'm paraphrasing, but hopefully the two of us get on the field, at the same time. And Kyle has done that. But I'd like to see more of that.
I would too. That Brian Robinson, I look at a stat called yards after contact for my running backs. And Christian's lacking a little bit. He's coming off the gas a little bit. And that could be a little age, that could be the Achilles or something. But that horse you got, number 3, coming downhill.
I see big power back
after contact
every time
all year. We need to give that ball on over to big boy every now and again. Did you see him truck Landman who played?
Yep.
Yeah, he got a healthy teeth of thigh.
Yep.
His thigh was all up in his mouthpiece. I've liked this young man, and I'm agreeing with you totally. Run the ball. We should. If Brock is gonna play, I don't want Brock over 25 attempts, and I'd like to see our rushes at least 30 to 35 total. And if it's 15-15 Robinson to McCaffrey, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. I mean, if we get at least 35 runs on Sunday, good chance we win the game.
That's it. That's our formula. We're 27-2 when we rush more than we pass. It's a pretty good number.
Yeah. Good Ty, what do you think?
Yeah, well, the Cardinals are just bad against the run. So, this should be that kind of Atlanta formula where Kyle challenges them like, hey, I want 40 runs this game.
That's it.
We gonna pound this thing.
Yeah.
Now, we saw Seattle run all over the Cardinals. What offense does Seattle run? They're literally running our offense.
Yes.
Yep.
Literally.
Stretch.
So, hello, the game plan is there. Like, just do it again. If you see they can't stop it 1 week, let's run it on them this week. And like you said, use Brian Robinson. Get him out there. Let him get those consecutive carries. We see how he is once he gets lathered up.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a load.
So you can split the carries. If you're using CMC primarily in the pass game anyway, let him get 12, 13, 14 rushes. Give the rest to Brian Robinson. It's going to help you overall. And like you said, I know Matt's been calling for this all year. Get him on the field at the same time. Now you really got the defense shook.
Yeah.
Who are they going to worry about? Just in the backfield alone.
Those linebackers going to have to make business decisions. Linebackers and strong safeties are going to say, well, I got to go over here. Y'all going to be all right over there.
Right. And if that defense starts coming up, now you open the things up for George Kittle to get behind him.
That's how it works.
It's real simple football.
That's it.
It's real simple football, right?
And
I think defensively, Robert Saleh just needs to get angry and get on his game plan and shut them down.
I think Robert's got a lot of it stems from short motion and cheap motion just before the ball is snapped. And I think teams have identified, they have a hard time adjusting the motion. And what I mean by that is, at the beginning of the snap count, the outside corner is looking at the number one receiver, say, I got this man, and it's all nice and good, and everybody knows where their place is. But then they put that motion in there, and it changes it from a rip to a Liz or a Liz to a rip. And now you done messed me all up. And then they snap the ball on us. And that's why you got guys looking around saying, I thought he was your dude. I thought he was your dude. What you do? So you got to simplify things, use what's called banjo. No matter what, I got outside, you got inside, you got the deep. Just make it real simple. And just switch for your numbers on either side. It ain't but 5 eligible receivers. It's going to be 3 on one side and 2 on the other, or 4 on one side and 1 on the other. Whatever you got to do, just be one more than the side in which you're covering.
Yeah.
And that'll simplify everything. Don't try to do anything else crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Defensively, simplify things. Obviously, when you sit back and think of this team right now, and you see that Diamador Lenore is the OG veteran of the defense as it sits right now, and he's only in year 5.
I know.
That's how young and inexperienced this defense is.
A lot. Yes.
Yeah.
And you used to have Fred Warner out there directing traffic a little bit and telling no, dummy, go down a little bit more.
Move over.
You over there.
So it definitely simplified things, get that going, and pay attention to Trey McBride. It's a copycat league.
Yeah.
I know they're looking at the film going, in last week they couldn't cover the tight end. The week before that they had trouble with the tight end. We give him the ball to Trey 20 times this game.
Hey, let's let Trey cook.
I expect things to be cleaned up this week. But hopefully that continues and we're not at win-loss.
Yeah, that's the key.
One more before we get out of here. Leon Sandcastle fam, would y'all swap Garendo for Corey Kiner? Yes.
I would.
I ain't even see. What's wrong with Garendo? Is he hurt?
No, he's out there. He's just been on special teams.
Yeah.
I ain't see Garendo cowing. I ain't seen
Cowing has a torn hamstring.
Cowing's still hurt. He re-aggravated his injury like 4 or 5 times apparently.
They said, he tore that thing.
That running back we drafted. What about Jordan James? Is he gonna play?
Listen, we can't get Brian Robinson on the field consistently. So every other running back is like
you're really reaching now, Pterodome.
one issue at a time. Like, you know what I mean? But it would be good to see some of these guys, like especially with a game like this coming up, where like they have trouble stopping the run. It's been that way all year long.
Yeah.
So you use a CMC, you use a Brian Robinson. Hey, if you want to give them a spell, bring a Jordan James in. Let him get a simple power up to 8.
You know, because these kids are on the back of milk boxes.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, so
I know we picked them.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to that 2-minute warning. Go ahead, Ty.
Shout out to George Kittle for keeping it real. You know, being that team leader. I've heard people say, "Oh, he shouldn't be saying things." No. George is a team leader, an ultimate team leader at that. When you think of Fred on defense, it's George on offense.
Yep.
Right.
So when he steps up and speaks, instead of criticizing him, let's take in those words, soak it in, because he knows what he's talking about. So kudos to him. The season is not over. 6-4. I do see a streak coming. It's like we always have one of those ugly games. That's a pivotal point. And then things kind of get right. And I think Sunday we had that ugly game. Now here we go. So next 3 games, we can win these and go into the bye and then really get right for the stretch run of the season. So stay faithful and go Niners.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you to Big Ron and of course Terradome for coming on and joining us tonight.
Always good to chat with
awesome. Yeah, we're 6-4. I think the win streak is coming. We're favored for the next 4 games until we play Indianapolis, I believe. Yeah. You know, and this game is going to be a get right game, but we got to keep it going. Like we've you know, said on this show tonight, you know, it can't be win loss, you know, throughout the rest of the year. But we will see you next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And as always, go Niners. And Terradome, you're up.
Hey, leadership. I like what you said about that, man. Subordinate leadership. Get on board. Let leaders lead. Too often we, you know, sit around and question our leaders about, well, you ain't this and you ain't that. Hey, man, that's George Kittle. Shut up and get it done. Come with energy, come with efficiency, and come with execution. Let's get it done. That's it.
And as Big Ron says, go Niners. All right, we're out of here. See you next week.
Have a good one, everybody.
And of course, for the upstart 49ers, they're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3.
We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone.